Well, hello Aries, and welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising signs for Aries for the week of April 12th through the 18th. Hope everyone's doing well on their first couple weeks here in April. And as we did last week, we are going to use the Sacred Geometry deck to come up with the basic theme. Archangel Michael is here and present and is speaking to the things that need to be able to come through for you. And we actually have two different cards that are popping up here. They're both platonic solids, so let's go ahead and take a look at both of them. The first one is hexagon, and the hexagon is laying out foundations. Laying our foundations is exactly what this card is about, okay? I get the Four of Pentacles energy out of that one. And then we actually have the tetrahedron, which is all about taking action. Okay, so this is the information that's coming to you for this week of the 12th through the 18th. Just as we did before, we're going to go ahead and go with our Wild Unknown Tarot to give you the base readings. Sorry, just needed to move a couple things out of the way. And we will clarify with the White Sage Tarot. We're going to go in with the Keepers of the Light. We're going to go in with the Therapy Angels. Of course, the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. But then this week we're actually going to use, of course you can't see this, the Fairy energy wants to kind of come through, which makes sense. It's springtime, it's the new year, it's all of the fun things that we get to go through. So let's go ahead and take a look without delay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the weekend is going to be one specific card. These will be read in the upright position, of course. We just get them all down here. And then we're going to talk about each of the different days of the week that have some of the significant energies and what that could potentially mean for you. Well, this is interesting. We've got a beautiful pair. We have the Mother and Father of Cups. So the King and the Queen of Cups. So this is a lot of heart-centered energy. A lot of feels going on. Let's figure out what exactly is going on here for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On the 12th, we actually have a retrograde in the Juno placement, which is really an asteroid. We talk about Chiron being the wounded healer. Juno is all about your commitments, and it can be commitments with marriage, it can be commitment with work. It just is that opportunity to take a look at what that means for you. So Juno typically travels with Libra, and Libra is going to have a big placement in one of their natural children, as Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus, which is actually coming up here. So when Juno and Libra travel together, what they're talking about, ooh, that's kind of really cool energy. I'm liking this so far. It's talking about really having an opportunity to slow down, take a look at where some things are at within your energy. Okay, let me move this card over to the side. Actually, let's move this. There we go. Now I can reach everything without challenges. I'm talking about your energies and what those placements could potentially mean for you. So, the 12th, like I said, is going to start this week here with Juno. So with Juno, and we've got the Mother of Cups here, we've got the Queen of Cups popping in, talking about being emotionally ready to take a look at this. So what does it mean for you as far as laying out your foundations? We're going to go ahead and just drop each of the different cards that come through it. Oh, that's interesting, because we got the hexagon, which I said was the Four of Pentacles energy, and of course there it shows up. So then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and then we actually have the Four of Swords, and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so that's what's kind of starting to happen for us on the 12th, right? And it's going to affect most signs in some shape, way, fashion, or form. The more you know about your actual chart, the better it's going to be. This retrograde period for Juno is actually going to take place all the way through basically August, if you will. It's usually about 10 to 12-ish weeks for the biggest part of the energy. Sometimes it can be a little bit more, but again, when any planet or big body goes into retrograde, it's an opportunity to reevaluate some of the things that are going on. And so the universe has given you an opportunity to really take a look at where those relationships are. So we've got a lot of heart-centered stuff that's sitting here. And the next big energy, like I mentioned before, is going to be on this Wednesday, which is where Venus actually enters the sign of Taurus. So, you know, Venus is all about beauty and wanting things to be gorgeous, and Venus is all about money and tangible things. So if you marry the two of those energies together, Venus is talking about really kind of where are you with your thought process when it comes to those different types of things as it relates to your commitment to them. Okay, let's see if we have one more. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that's pretty interesting and pretty awesome. That's the that's the Seven of Swords energy that's right here. Holding things to the vest, or having someone in your energy holding something close to the vest. I love the fact that it's a little fox here that shows that it's a little bit sly. Unfortunately, this card gets a bad rap sometimes when it comes to things being reviewed as sneaky. It's not really sneaky. If you can think about you protecting something that you want, an interest, maybe it's a relationship that you've got that you're hanging on to. Maybe it's a dream or a passion or something it is that you you're not willing to share 100% of everything with everyone because you don't want people in your business. And that's totally fair. You know, that's where the sly little fox comes in. Very smart, very cunning, very free in their particular energy. That takes us to, like I said, that Wednesday when Venus does her little dance in the universe. Okay, so then the next card that we have here is that Thursday, which is the 16th. And on the 16th, we're just, you know, you got about a day to sit down and think about a couple of different things. It's more the energy towards the remainder of the weekend where the most change happens as far as the different dances that are going to happen. But what you have here is the Sun card. So that's gorgeous Leo energy. It's abundance in some way, shape, fashion, or form. So let me just get the rest of these cards down here, and then we'll start playing in the energy. On that weekend, though, just so that you have an awareness, we do have the Ten of Pentacles that shows up. So the Ten of Pentacles is also all about a realization of the abundance that was coming through. Okay, oh, there's the King of Cups in the clarifying position from what actually is happening on this particular Tuesday. Let me go ahead and see. Yeah, there we've got a little Tower moment, so we've got a little bit of a surprise that's going to show up here. And let's see if there's any other card that pops up. Yep, and we've got the Strength card. So we do have more energy, more major arcana energy that's showing up here. Okay, so let me put that down to the side and let us go ahead and discuss the deep information that's getting ready to happen on this weekend energy. So on the 17th, we actually have a square with Mars and Neptune. That's already in place, and then Pisces does we have a changeover where there becomes a trine with Jupiter. So this is an opportunity, this particular portion of the weekend, specifically to clean up any business issues or love issues that have kind of showed up in your environment. Also on that particular weekend, which is the Sunday energy, Mercury is in Aries, right? So that's a good opportunity to really thinking about any negotiation that you have, especially with allies. So we'll end up running this, like I said, all the way through. But then the other part that happens on that weekend is big Scorpio energy on the 18th. So it starts on that weekend and it carries over through the first couple of different days where we've got the Sun and Mercury energy. So that's really a good cheery disposition and outlook on lots of different types of things. And because it's conjunct the Sun, there's a lot of different professional aspirations and things that are going to come up. So watch out for your coworkers taking a look at you. So I see the Ten of Pentacles being a legacy opportunity. This King of Cups really is an individual who's not really in his element at the particular moment. We'll get into that a little bit later. We have a little surprise factor that's showing up with the Tower. And the Tower, as you guys know, is all about that Mars energy that shows up. So it's pretty much right on time, okay? The other thing that pops up here, like I said, is the Strength card that's in the reverse position. So it does mean that there is a little bit of, well, there's challenge when it comes to the Strength card being in the reverse, because what it means is that either you're not feeling well or that you're not really feeling as confident as you normally would in a specific position. And so what that means is that there's definitely an opportunity for you to realize what that is. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. There could just be a lot of energy that's coming up. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first one on the 12th, and then we're going to take everything together as it comes. Okay, so starting over, or at least starting with Monday and getting into the details, we've got the Queen of Cups energy. Queen of Cups is an individual who is extremely heightened as far as her awarenesses are concerned. She's been through a lot of different energies. She's been through a bunch of different things. And so she holds her cup close to her heart in a sense, but she is willing to share that cup. When she comes to you and she's talking about sharing that cup, she is in a sense asking you to slow down just a little bit and enjoy the moment for whatever it is that pops up. The Four of Pentacles that's sitting in the reverse position, that is a request and an opening to open that heart chakra. Nine of Pentacles that shows up to support that card is also about independence. It is about being completely strong in your own self. It's asking you to appreciate the things that you've already brought to the forefront, right? The Four of Swords energy that pops up to support that is all about taking rest. It's enjoying the things that you have, like busy mind. Don't necessarily get things done. You know, all work and no play doesn't really support anybody. And the Page of Wands shows up to say the reason why you're being asked to relax is because there is a new, fresh idea and an opportunity to travel as far as thought processes are concerned, specifically in doing something brand new, right? So that's the energy that's coming in with this energy from Juno on the 12th, with her going into retrograde for the next several months. On that Tuesday, we have the King of Cups now, completely in his element. He's completely chill. He's completely cool. He's very, very loving, dotes on his subjects, is very well put together. We've got the Two of Cups energy that's kind of showing up here, the reverse position, which means that there's a decision that is trying to be made here. The Six of Cups in the reverse position is regarding something that had gone on in your past, right? So something that was going on in your past, you're kind of reflecting on just a little bit. And the Hierophant energy that shows up here is a major arcana for Taurus itself. So the Hierophant energy is talking about going, well, it has an understanding of going within, but this key is what's kind of the big kicker here. So the key is talking about something that's official, right? So it can be something that's going on within a workplace. It can be something that's going on with higher education. It can be something that's going on with wanting to graduate to that next level and taking information from someone that's a support person for you. So it could be clergy. Absolutely could. It's definitely talking about conventions and thinking about things in the old-fashioned conventional way. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. So it looks as though there's a beautiful energy of, you know, this king trying to take a look and realizing, you know, as he's sitting here looking at this, yeah, I've made a choice, and the choice that I made is carrying me in a direction. And yes, I've taken some opportunity to review some of the things that were going on in the past, and I'm willing to start to do something new for my future. So what happens is we're seeing this, like I said, the laying of the foundations requirement that's coming through, and then also we're seeing this take action. So it's almost like you're getting the benefit of receiving details that's going to have you take a break for a couple of days, at least pull back a little bit, review a couple of different items, because when we get to this Wednesday energy, when Libra hits Taurus, now this is Swords energy here. So like I said, the Seven of Swords energy, and I don't, again, people like twist this when it comes to somebody being sneaky or underhanded or those different types of things. It doesn't need to be. And in fact, it doesn't show that it is. You're holding something close to the vest because you want something to start happening for you. This is the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment, okay? There's something that you want, and you're holding it down. And what it is that you want is you want to be in this King of Pentacles energy. You want long-term, lasting, stable, tangible, touchable, feelable, you know, results for what's happening here. And we do have the Hermit that's kind of hanging out here in the reverse position. So the Hermit is telling us that we are maybe resisting just a little teeny tiny bit of speaking our truth when it comes to what it is that you need to be able to say. So the universe is saying, yes, you absolutely have the right to kind of go in a little bit and think about what it is that you need to be able to do. Ask for the help if you definitely need it, but at the same time, you're holding something close because you know that there's something that you want to be able to do, and you're reflecting on that. Then we get to that Thursday. Like I said, in that Thursday, one more time, we pop up with the sun. It's the best card in the whole deck. Solar plexus, freedom, travel again, self-esteem, consciousness. It is fame and victory, and it is all about self-expression. It's about receiving the abundance. It's about feeling abundant. It can also be a restoration of health for individuals too. Abundance doesn't always have to be physical money, but it can be anything that you need at that particular moment in time. And it looks to me like there's an offer that you're getting ready to accept from someone. Okay, so there's some new information that's coming through. You're going to be receiving a message, and it looks like you're really strongly considering taking this offer, this cup. With this cup comes a lot of clarity. So if you've been holding on to an idea for new business or trying to start something with a group of people or whatever the case may be, you're going to receive the benefit of the Knight of Swords. Like, this clarity is really coming to you very, very swiftly. And what it is going to do, in a sense, is it's going to, in some areas, create a little bit of conflict, but it's more conflict that's within yourself a little bit. Once you start realizing what it is that you want and you start articulating that to whoever it is that's in your circle, let's just call it a new business idea that's coming forth, okay? It's going to naturally stir up a little bit of things that are going to show up from people, and you just need to have an awareness of that. You just need to know that whenever you decide that you've been holding on to some information, you've got this great fabulous idea, something that you really have thought strong and hard about, and it's more heartfelt than it is intellectual at this particular moment, there could potentially be a little bit of conflict. There could be a little teeny tiny bit of doubt. You're just trying to, step through a couple of those different minefields to the best of your ability, but I don't see anything wrong with it at all. Whatever this idea is, it is about your legacy. It is about you having this 10 of Pentacles moment, knowing that whatever it is that you're going to do, it's going to be a long-term solution, and it's going to be something that you can pass down, in a sense, okay? Now, what we do have here is this King of Cups that's sitting here in the reverse position. So what it is that this King of Cups right now, I do not feel is you in this particular portion of the energy. What I am feeling is that there's a different individual that you've got going on over here that is very strong and is potentially could be that partner that you're looking to try to do something with, or somebody that you're trying to bring in. So we've got this energy of the Tower that's coming in to say, yeah, there's going to be a surprise moment, and there may be a potential for you to walk away from someone that's creating a little bit too much kerfuffle for you, especially when it comes to this thought process for an idea. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but you definitely need to make sure that you are not letting anybody take your power. You need to make sure that you are being heard, and you need to be able to take action on the different items that are coming through for that particular weekend when it comes to a big, beautiful idea. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Keeper of the Light really, really quickly, and we're going to take a look at what message the Keeper of the Light wants to give you for this upcoming week. So again, universe, this is for our Aries for the 12th through the 18th. What information would you like to be able to share? Again, that weekend, when Mercury is in Aries, again, you've got an opportunity to potentially kind of clear this up and regain your strength, okay? You have, you have Lord Ganesha, okay? And Lord Ganesha is talking about infinite abundance and obstacles that are being removed. You've got spiritual support and connections are increasing. So everything is lining up exactly as it needs to be for this particular reading. I love that. Let's go in with the Therapy Angels just to see what they have to offer for our Aries for this upcoming week. We're going to take it. And the card that we have is Indigo. So the person you're inquiring about is an Indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. Okay, so this is this King of Cups. This King of Cups also is, I don't want to say in competition with you, although that there's always something beautiful about healthy competition, right? Receiving other people's passionate ideas. You just have to make space for it. The energy is about this individual here, because this is definitely not you that I'm getting. I'm picking up on this King of Cups that's over here on this particular weekend. This person has a lot to say. They want to be able to say and have their piece as part of this conversation. I do feel like there's some sort of a coming together of an idea, or there's a coming together of I really feel that there's someone that's really going to move forward with trying to take on a new business, which I think is great. And even if it happens not to be a new business, there's some sort of an idea where there's a collaborative opportunity. And so the struggle I feel for some of you is going to be that you are very strong and independent on your own. You've got this other individual who is really, really solidly wanting to do something with you as far as planning. You're trying to keep maybe a couple of the different components to what's going on close to your vest, because you know that this is something that you want. You're just looking for that solid foundation. It's going to come out, okay? Whenever the sun comes out, this is going to trump any other card that's sitting here on the deck, because the offer is going to be made, the offer is going to be taken. There's going to be a lot of clarity comes with it, and when that clarity comes, you've got to have, you've got to shake a few things up a little bit. But it looks really, really good, Aries. I'm really excited to find out what else is going to happen for you. Let's go in with the fairies who wanted to step out for our Aries. The fairies for the Aries. Let's see what we got. That was super fast. Thank you very much. Life energy. So the happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Okay, so I love this because this is exactly these two cards here in energy. Okay, this is exactly you holding on to what it is that you know is for you. Don't let anybody take your power. And you probably wouldn't do that anyway, Aries, but there's just an opportunity for you to realize that that energy could be showing up in this particular week for you. Okay, so again, you're laying your foundation for whatever it is that you want and making sure that you're taking the right action. Ganesh is here to help you with the infinite abundance and clearing your path the way that you would like to be able to have it. So let's go in with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun here. And let's take a look to see what other cosmic information we can use for our Aries for the 12th through the 18th that would support them. First card up, achievement. Okay, so this is the sun energy in Capricorn. There's achievement coming for you, for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, what else? Wow, that was really fast. Risk comes up. Sometimes you have to take a risk. Okay, listen to the ideas. What else do we have? That energy of risk is Aries energy in the sign of Jupiter, or excuse me, Saturn. That's Saturn energy, okay? Just want to make sure I put that out there. And the last one is speculation. Okay, so really the only thing that this card is saying is do your research. Make sure that you have dotted all of your T's and crossed all of your I's. And this is where this information from the King of Pentacles is showing up in reverse. You just need to be clarified from this individual that they are bringing together what it is that you need to be able to have done. So don't resist this opportunity when it comes up to you, Aries, and everything looks like it's going to be well. Just do your research, do your due diligence. You're assured to take this risk, and this risk is going to be able to provide you with this achievement point that you're really looking at. So I think that's awesome. Now we have an opportunity to go into the Sacred Geometry book, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and find the phrasing that maybe stands out that I didn't articulate, and also offer you the energy of the crystal magic that comes through with the hexadron and the tetrahedron, okay? So the first opportunity that we have here as far as the hexahedron is concerned is, like the roots of a tree, I am firmly planted. Like the roots of a tree, I am firmly planted. Okay. This is related to the base chakra. Okay, Pentacles energy. Okay, and basically what they're trying to say is that, how do I want to articulate this? It's basically equilibrium. It's basically making sure that things are balanced on all areas, okay? And if you want to take advantage of root grounding energy, trying to keep you like close to what it is that's going on, then you're invited to participate in the energy of red jasper, dravite, hematite, black tourmaline, and a cube platonic solid that looks just like this. I happen to have this one in clear quartz crystal, but that's what I have, okay? So the other thing I wanted to tell you from the numerological perspective, sorry, I can't get my words out right now, is that 16 reduces down to a 7. So 7 is lucky number, okay? Now, in the tetrahedron that we have here, the taking action, the energy of that card is a 9. And 9 is all about, just like we have with this 9 of Pentacles, it's all about being firm in what it is that you're doing. It's taking advantage of you being in that independent. So here's the medicine of this particular card. I take back my power and trust in my ability to succeed. Well, hello, that's literally what this whole reading was just about, right? So it is basically discussing that whether you're in a stress point, work, home, it doesn't really matter, school, you need to be able to put your own self-esteem at risk, especially when it comes to partnering with other people. That's literally what this is saying, okay? And it's hard to do that sometimes because we all have our own projects and we want to make sure that our projects are done well. So what most of us end up doing is, well, if it's going to be done, I'm going to do it well by myself. The universe is saying don't do that. The universe is saying that you have a partnership that's getting ready to show up here in some way, fashion, form, okay? And this person is equally as strong as you. Just don't let them take what it is that you want to have, okay? So your spiritual affirmation is that my ego is in perfect balance. It is my drive, my motivation, my will to succeed. I am motivated. I am empowered. I am driven. I do not fear success because I am successful. So get yourself a citrine or a pyrite if you really need to have that support with additional grounding, but also that boosting energy when it comes to a new type of adventure or venture that you're getting ready to take part in. And I think, Aries, I am so excited to see what happens for you in the next couple of weeks, because you guys are turning the corner here on something that it is that you really, 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 really do want. Okay, so Aries, that is what I have for you for the week of the 12th through the 18th. I hope that some of this resonated with you. If it didn't, make sure that you take a look at your sun, moon, and your rising, because you're going to find some similarities in all three of those readings, and that is the content that is most practical for you. Otherwise, you can call on Lord Ganesha to help you clear that path, and just be aware that the individual that you're working with is also a natural born leader. So share the resources, share the leadership. You don't have to be the boss of 100% of everything. You don't have to always be in emperor mode. It is important to delegate when you have the opportunity to delegate. Okay, so that's what I have for you. If you need any other information, just hit the details in the contact in the description box below. Contact information is what I was going to say. Comment, like, share, and I really appreciate your subscription and sitting here and listening to me and taking all of this particular content in. I will see you next week. Bye for now.